Team Skull brought back what an evil team in the Pokémon series usually meant. Just troublemakers trying to make some profit and not following the rules, just like the old Team Rocket. And they are without a complex theme like the purpose of truth and ideals or trying to blow up everything to make the world beautiful. But they seem to have a twisted beginning. Join me as we try to reveal who the original founder was, because the evidence might be very surprising. So, if you were anything like me, you probably rushed through the game and missed most of the information I'm about to present you with. When I asked about the founder of Team Skull, I'm sure many of us would jump into the conclusion that it happens to be Guzma, because, well, he happens to be the team leader, right? But as you dig deeper into the game, in-game text points otherwise. Guzma might be the current leader, but Team Skull evolved from a different group. But before I move on into the evidence, let's talk about a little bit more on Guzma. Most of you guys know this already. Guzma happened to take on the island trials along with Professor Kukui, just like you're doing in the game. But something happened and they were unable to become trial captains. Because of this, Guzma started to hate traditions of the islands as he felt he was let down after all his hard work. This hatred for not being chosen as a captain is what pushed him into leading his Team Skull as a gang of troublemakers. Now there is a theory that he was exposed to Nihiligos, or however you pronounce his name, poison, and that is why he was full of hate, but that's a topic for a different theory. The reason why I want to bring up Guzma's hatred for not being chosen as a captain is because as per Alolan tradition, captains are chosen by kahunas, and the key evidence for the founder of Team Skull, well, happens to be one of them. If you head over to Route 13, just below the entrance of the desert, you will find mobile homes, and in one of them you will find a Team Skull grunt that states the following, quote, Team Skull was born out of this old group that once formed around one of the old kahunas. But the whole thing fell apart after they got smacked down by the wrath of the Tapu, end quote. This statement right away tells us that the founder of Team Skull was an old kahuna, therefore Guzma is out of the picture. If we take a look at the current kahunas, there are three possible candidates. One happens to be dead already, which is Hapu's grandfather, Hala, and Nanu. So I'm going to cut to the chase and let you know that Nanu is most likely the founder of Team Skull, and allow me to explain. Town happens to be Team Skull headquarters, and in my video about Unsolved Mysteries, I asked the question why this town had such huge walls, and I suggested that it was to protect themselves from Tapu Bulu and not Titans. Thanks to the first evidence presented, it seems that Team Skull found this place fitting since the Tapu was after them. Interestingly enough, just outside the town there happens to be a police station, and of course this is where we find Nanu. It is possible that Nanu founded Team Skull not as an evil team, but if Nanu was the one who neglected Guzma and not allowed him to become a captain, Guzma could have then pushed his hatred towards the other members and persuade them into becoming troublemakers, and thus angering the Tapu. If my hypothesis has some sense to it, then Nanu must be recognized as an important figure in Team Skull and perhaps even looked up to as the original founder. In that case, let me leave you with my last piece of evidence. Team Skull is a gang of troublemakers who are constantly breaking the rules. We can agree on that, right? They only take orders from Guzman, and it would only make rational sense that they would not listen to any authority, right? After all, they're constantly breaking the law. So why does the official Pokemon Sun and Moon guide states the following when they talk about Nanu? Quote, assure Nanu that you're ready for the challenge and he'll let you into Town. Team Skull obviously listens to Nanu, but he doesn't exactly seem to be on their side. End quote. Why would a gang of troublemakers who are constantly breaking the rules listen to a cop who is trying to enforce them? Well, maybe Nanu has a dark past and that is why he loves to hang around with Meowth too much. Because as he states, Meowth are alright. They don't care who you are or anything. Until next time, Pokemon fans.